that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, 18 Gator, set 41. All day, baby, all day. Get it.
Play action. It's Hodges. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Right back to Conner here on first. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They cannot go.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Charles, as the Texans get the ball back here, I want to discuss their season. It's been kind of some good, some really good, and then some bad and questionable. But under Bill O'Brien, he's in his 6th year. They've had 9 or more wins 5 times now because they've reached that plateau this year. Is this team one, though, that can make a run in the playoffs, or is it just going to be another exit in the playoffs?
Well, the problem that they run into is oftentimes they win their division, but they're the 4th division winner, which means what?
They got
wild card.
Yeah.
So they tend to host a wild card game, play in that. Most of the time they get beat, right? They did have that big win against Oakland a couple of years ago, but that was the year Derek Carr broke his leg, couldn't play. Then the backup gets hurt and ended up starting Connor Cook, a rookie, his first snaps in the NFL. So that was almost a layup. They've got to find a way to get out of that wild card game, and I'm not sure this is the year if they find a way to win the AFC South. I think they'll still be in the wild card game in 2019.
Yeah, because Bill O'Brien's only taken them to the divisional round once, and they lost that game.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. To throw is Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Pittsburgh's offense trots back out. Charles, this is a team beginning of the year. You think back, they started 1-4, and it's a string of 15 consecutive non-losing seasons. We thought that was going to be snapped. Turns out it won't be snapped. It'll go to 16 consecutive seasons without a losing record. For Mike Tomlin, is this maybe his most impressive coaching job this year?
I don't think there's any doubt about it in my mind, and I know that when you win a Super Bowl, there's nothing more impressive than that. But as you mentioned, starting 1-4, and then go back to this. Ben Roethlisberger, their starting quarterback, their franchise face, no, gets hurt out pretty early. Mason Rudolph, very inconsistent. Remember, they traded Joshua Dobbs in the preseason, so they turned it over to Devlin Hodges, an undrafted free agent out of Samford. That's in Birmingham, Alabama, folks. Nicknamed Duck because of the duck calling championships in his past. I think that's who they hand the ball to down the stretch and ride with Duck Devlin all the way to the playoffs, if possible.
By the way, how about that grizzly beard that Ben Roethlisberger's been sporting?
How about that? They've got a little winter growth going right there and supporting his team, and he's hoping that beard shows up in January when Pittsburgh's playing in the playoffs.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Hodges. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 23.
64, weeks.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together, and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15. But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Come for it, son!
Throwing now, Hodges on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Ready?
2nd and 10, it's Hodges again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Connor, and they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, Watson forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's letting this one go for Fuller and unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
15.
On 1st and 10, it's Hodges. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down with Hodges. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Second and 10 now. Hodges, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good. Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, once again, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. The final shot before the break. Watson going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going for it. It's Watson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it, and it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
You get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And here comes the Texans now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a deep...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
We're going to shoot it. 18 Gator. 41.
Following the fumble recovery, Hodges. A gain of 6 there on first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. 3rd and 2, now Hodges. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 21 yards away. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. On the carry, it's Samuels. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Watson now to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Well, with that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those 2 teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Now Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Check to the pass.
Back to throw, Watson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
50, play. Check, 41. Hey, check.
To throw from his end zone. Hodges, he's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They'll run here with counter. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
At the 12-yard line.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
70, Indy. 41 Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
They get just 2 out of it there, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting them.
And New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. This team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag of bulk me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag of bulk me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg dog is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden.
About 3 inches of the white stuff has fallen, and the prognosticators say still 3 to 5 more. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, Trubisky. That's caught by Montgomery. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second and a couple, Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, 33 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Packers getting ready to go back at it offensively. We talked earlier about Aaron Rodgers and another sensational season for him. Look, what was weird the last 2 years was looking at the playoff picture without the Green Bay Packers. Well, they're going to be back playing meaningful football this January. Double digits and wins again. And I think for Matt LaFleur, if there was a rookie coach of the year, he'd certainly be in line for that award.
And he should be in line for the award just to be coach of the year. Remember, this team didn't make the playoffs last year. So much discussion in the offseason. Would he mesh with his quarterback here?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. As the Bears come back out here, we talked about their quarterback Mitchell Trubisky earlier and their head coach Matt Nagy, but Bottom line, it's not going to be a second consecutive postseason appearance for this team. They just took a little bit too long to get rolling. They were a better team in the second half, but by then both the Packers and the Vikings were well clear of them.
That is so true. And look, all the issues they had on offense, Mitchell Trubisky struggling with injuries and inconsistency early. Then on the defensive side, I think it was underrated, the loss of Danny Trevathan at inside linebacker. He went out fairly early. Akeem Hicks gets hurt in London against Oakland with an elbow injury. He doesn't make it back until week 15 against Green Bay. Without Akeem Hicks in the middle, that really hurt Khalil Mack and Leonard Floyd coming off the edge, because teams can now devote extra attention out to those guys since they didn't have to worry about the pass rush as much up the middle.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's caught inside the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Trubisky. And he finds Montgomery complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the Pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. Got a man, that's Allison. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off the draw, here's Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the catch, it's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he will will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. An 11-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Trubisky to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Rodgers to throw once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Able to power through. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within strike? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Rodgers. And oh, he hurdles him and into space. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Squeeze, double.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 2nd and 5 now. Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears will take over at their own 20. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Tackle made by Montrevious Adams. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. before they can get the punt away whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Rodgers going to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Rodgers, and able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. On third down, here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Rodgers now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Rodgers. A throw caught by Kumaro. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Rodgers to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. Montgomery. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Trubisky now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
42. Here we go, here we go.
And Trubisky down to a knee, and that is all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for my part.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.